I just want to share my relationship life. It'll be good to subscribe to this channel to receive notification whenever I upload a new video. When I was in the university, during my undergraduate days, I had a friend and I didn't propose, just friendship, and then it graduated to a level where we all thought we were going to marry. There was never a proposal and there was never any acceptance. So it was just good friends that metamorphosed to the level that we thought we were going to marry. And so that was it. Then I completed university, did my national service, and then went to another university to do my master's. So whilst there, this lady called and said she wanted a breakup. So I accepted that. I had no other option than to accept. So during the vacation, I traveled to where she was living with a friend of mine to just confirm that she was actually breaking up. So when it was confirmed, I was fine. At that time, I wasn't ready to marry. I was a student, so if probably she was ready and didn't want to continue with me, that was fine by me. So that was it. There was never a proposal from my side, and there was never any acceptance. But both families knew that something was going on. So sometimes it's not every relationship that probably there has to be a proposal. Sometimes when the friendship goes to a certain limit, both parties knows. But these days, of course, the man must say something. It's not right to just be there and expect that the relationship will just metamorphose to something better. So there should be a proposal. On my side, there wasn't any proposal and there wasn't any acceptance. That was my first relationship, and then after some few years, it ended. We are still friends. I'm still friends. We don't talk often, but we are fine. We are not enemies. Anyway, that was first. After leaving the university, I went home. So I met this old friend. I did not really go deeper. I just saw her and then went ahead to propose. And then that relationship didn't last. One, because the lady herself thought that she wasn't the best option for me. So she was trying to reject my proposal, refuse my proposal, say no to my proposal. But I had my way and she responded in a positive. But after a few months later, I just decided to break it up because I realized that it was a very, very, very dangerous route I was taking. One, I really had a friend who had traveled outside the country and we tried from another religion. I don't want to mention the religion, another religion, and the lady was still keeping that man at hand. What do I mean? She was still interested in that man despite accepting my proposal. So she was talking about him all the time. I was not even ready to introduce me to her family. So that's one aspect of it. And two, her own spiritual status, spiritual level was, in fact, that was the reason why she was not willing to accept my proposal, because she knew that I was quite serious in my Christian life and she wasn't at that particular time. So she wasn't willing, but as I said, it was flesh, it was physical attraction, beauty, and other things. I didn't consider other very, very important things as a Christian. I think they are very, very important. That anyone who wants to commit to any long-term relationship should consider the spiritual status of the person and how you're going to stay with that person, looking at the spiritual level. At least there should be some closeness with the spiritual level, and that was not there. And so that was a key thing. But after a few months, I got my eyes cleared and then I retraced my steps. And so I decided that going forward, I just have to be serious and then wait, pray, and get the right person, because it's not worth it to go into a relationship, for that matter, a long-term relationship, and you are not sure of the person, physically, spiritually, and all other areas of life. It's very, very important we consider all these factors. What are some of the lessons to be learned from here? You see, I was quick to propose. Some of these things you shouldn't be quick on them. You should take your time and examine so many factors, consider so many things before you go ahead to propose. But I was just moving at a fleshly level and went ahead to propose. I looked at the beauty of the person, the body structure and all that to influence my choice, and that was wrong. Because at a point in life, all those things will be useless. They will not be needful, even though they are important for any relationship to work, but they are not the sole thing. You shouldn't rely only on the physical stuff. Other things are very, very important, and you shouldn't be quick. As I said, I was too quick to propose, and I pushed my way to get the positive response. Fine, it's not every time that happens. That happened that way, but I got my way, and I got the response I needed. But thank God. God had mercy on me. I just have to retrace my steps. So don't be quick to propose. Yes. Be slow to speak. That's what the scripture says. Be slow to speak. So take time and examine the person very well. Be sure that if the person says yes and you're going to the altar with that person, you know who you are going to stay with, who you are going to marry, even though you walk by faith, but there are things that we should know before. You have to know certain things, and the rest, you live it by faith. You live it by faith, you walk by faith, and expect that the road will be clear, things will be better. But the thing that is in your power to know, get to know, some few months or years. So that is what actually happened. So after I got out of that relationship, I decided that this time I'll be very, very careful. I won't just jump into the relationship. I'll be very, very prayerful about it and consider so many other factors, spiritual, physical, family, every aspect of it, because you can't leave anything out. Then I got a recommendation from a very good friend of mine. He recommended my current wife. At that time, she wasn't it's not in my thought. She was not a person I was thinking of. So when my friend recommended her, suddenly she came to mind. I started thinking about her, and I decided to do the needful. It's not that I did not know her. We knew her. I knew her very well. We were friends on campus with mutual respect among ourselves. Very good friendship, and we knew her. Myself and my friend, we knew her, and I also knew her. So when the recommendation came on, that I was now going to learn so many things about her. I knew a lot of things about her already, but of course I have to do the needful and do the right things. Wait, propose, get positive acceptance, because the fact that he has recommended did not mean I should just go ahead. I knew the person, I knew that she was a good material to be a wife. So it wasn't so difficult tracing my steps to her, going back, and then suddenly, and then gradually, she accepted the proposal, and then she's my wife now. What I'm trying to say is, as a child of God, you can't just jump into any relationship. You have to consider so many factors. The factors are very, very important. Your spiritual status. You need somebody who can help you. It's a helpmeet. You're not going to just marry anybody. Somebody to help you grow, somebody to help you in all aspects of life. So it's important to get the one who is at least very close to your level, who can really help you spiritually. It's very important. A physical thing is fine. The person should be attractive to you. It's very important. So if very spiritual or not attractive, you have to reconsider. If very attractive, not spiritual, you have to consider. You have to at least get both. And if you are patient enough and seek the face of God, I'm sure you get somebody with these two qualities. Because at any point in time, if somebody is physically beautiful but not spiritually beautiful, it's going to affect the relationship. If the person is very spiritually beautiful but not physically beautiful, it's going to affect the relationship one way or the other. So it's possible. It's important if you can get the two. Fine, but I'm sure it's important you try and get these two, the physical and the spiritual. Do not compromise on any of them, because it's going to help build that relationship, because it's a long-term thing. It's not something that you go in and just get. I mean, some people have been stepping in and stepping out as if they are going to they go to the market and come back. They make it look like it's very, very simple. So listen, take time, take your time, pray, do all the research you need to do all the investigations you want to do everything, and take time, be patient. Do not rush, because it's a long-term relationship. It's not going to be a short-term thing that you can just step in and step out. So this is just a brief about my relationship spree. So far it's only 3 of them, and I go to at least. This is just about my whole relationship stuff before I got married, and the last one is who I am staying with now. Thank you very much. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe to this to receive notification whenever I upload a new video. God bless you.